This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Another episode of Hashtag Saints Twitter Podcast coming at you. I'm giggling a little bit. I'm laughing because just before we started recording, I had to vent a little bit about my work, and the month of December has been a very hectic, stressful month for me, work related. But I am getting through it. So right before we started recording, I was been to my dude, letting him know, some things I've been dealing with this week and why I've been getting home 7 p.m., 8 p.m. And then Ryan was like, man, you got to deal with all that. You got to record an episode talking about these niggas right here? These Saints? Like, no, it's like, it's not like you can do your job and then you come home and you talking about like the Eagles who are like
right.
10, 11. Nah.
Yeah, let's talk about something to put us in a good mood.
Nah, bro, we gotta talk about the Saints who ain't gonna have Chris Olave or probably Jarvis Landry on Saturday, bro. It's number one time getting Callaway in this bitch, bro. We gotta talk about that. I'll be completely honest. Just like I said, I have not been as up to date keeping up with the Saints and just football in general this week. Everything's been a whirlwind. So I have kind of, before we recorded, caught the injury report, saw how injured the Saints were going into the game against the Browns on Saturday. Also, the Browns are like super injured too, nigga. It may not matter because Dennis Allen's coaching the team, but like Myles Garrett got something, and you got Nick Chubb.
Clowney, of course.
Of course. Like, he's just a rich man's Marcus Davenport, bro. That's all that is.
Man, ain't that the truth?
But you have, losing Chris Olave and having Jarvis Landry potentially not playing hurts. Like, it hurts. I don't want to understate that. But if the Browns, and again, we're recording this Wednesday night, the game is going to it's played on Saturday, so it is kind of closer to game time. We don't know officially who's in, who's out. But I will say this, and I know 100% if the Saints lose, DA is going to go into Mickey's office. Mickey, I just don't know what you expect from me, bro. Like, we didn't have Olave. Like, we didn't have Jarvis Landry. Like, I don't know. Yeah. But I'm like, Mickey, I'm like, bro, the Browns didn't have, maybe they might not have Nick Chubb, Clowney. Like, they got some players that might miss this. Like, but go win this game. Go win this game. Do I have confidence that they will? Absolutely not. I think you said it the best in the recap pod that we had for the Falcons. The second Falcons game is like, are we gonna be really watching like sexual predator Mr. 22 plus himself on Christmas Eve going off on the Saints rant? Like, I can't, man.
Christmas Eve, man.
Christmas Eve, bro.
Giving us that stroke.
Can't, right? Like, if there's one game that these dudes can win, could y'all just win this one? Like, please. Like,
yeah. I mean, come on. The dude, like, this is basically like his third preseason game. He hadn't looked really good so far. Rusty as hell. Team injured. Like, man, this is a game where your defense just got to get after it, make him make mistakes, and like get out of there. But it's gonna be like negative 10 degrees, bro. So I don't know. I don't know what they think. I don't know, man. I have no idea. It could be like one of them games that's like 9-3. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, the team's already showed you that they have the capability of not scoring any points this season. So that's
exactly.
I do want to give some props I don't want to give him too much, right? But maybe excluding, you exclude that Cardinals game, which was a monumental failure. Andy Dalton has been unequivocally fine this season.
You could just trademark fine. Like, that's him. Like, TM. You know what I'm saying? Fine TM. It's fine, man.
Fine this season. He's getting a lot of love, like in the analytics community.
Yeah, analytics. He is an analytic quarterback, bro. Because, analytics are all about pluses and minuses, man. It's like positive play, and that's Andy Dalton, man. He's not going to give you like say if you had a positive play, 10 being like a 80-yard touchdown, and 1 being a 3-yard, a 3-yard out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's hitting those 2s and 3s. You know what I'm saying? He just stacks those up, and it's positive. When the analytics stack up, it's like, this is a positive player. You know what I'm saying? It looks good. It grades well. And that's what he is. He's been fine. But the problem is, you can't even mention that without like the Jameis Winston troops just come in stomping. Like, but Jameis Winston, I'm not even talking about Jameis Winston.
Having a separate conversation right now.
A separate conversation. Like, well, Jameis Winston could have done this. I'm sure. Maybe so. We just will never know. We will never know.
I want to point out something, and I don't want people to think that I've been going a little light on the fire DA campaign. I'm not. Been busy, but it's still one of my number one priorities. Besides trying to save kids' lives, like that's me, bro. Like if you put like what are my priorities in life, being a dad is first, saving kids' lives is second. Fire DA number 3, bro. Like it's up there, bro.
Makes sense.
But I'm looking at these, and I get it. It's by vote, so you kind of take it with a grain of salt. But the Washington Commanders had more Pro Bowl players voted than the Saints this year, bro.
Jeez.
The Commanders, bro, had more Pro Bowl players than the Saints. This is what Captain Terrell said. This is the fewest amount of players that Saints have had voted to the Pro Bowl since 2016, when only Drew Brees made the roster. Hello? Hello? That tells me that you had players in the past who have played at a Pro Bowl level, and because of someone else at the helm, you are not. And I'm not. Let's be real. Injuries played a part into this. If Marshawn was healthy the whole season, maybe he gets voted in. I think if Pete Warner had been healthy most of the season, I also think potentially he would have gotten in. So I do want to preface that some of it has been the injury luck that has plagued the Saints this season. But part of it too is that maybe the Saints have less Pro Bowl players this year. It's just because the players don't get as good as coaching as they did before.
Hey man, listen. I mean, did you see who their home tweeted the picture from like the 2019 Pro Bowl?
Oh, is that the one with the AK and
everybody, bro? Drew, Cam, AK, Terron, Deontay Hardy or Harris at the time. Lutz was in there. Yeah, Lutz out here. Man, some dude I don't even know. I'm like, who is that?
Probably one of the special teamers.
Mike Time, yeah. Oh yeah, that was the special team boy.
It's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, I know you don't.
Mike Time now. Even Andrews Pete was out.
Andrews Pete was in that bitch, bro.
Eric McCoy. I'm like, damn, boy, that team was stacked. But it's like 60% of them still here. Like
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like what's the difference in the fucking equation, bro? Like someone answer that shit for me. The Washington Commanders got more Pro Bowls than the Saints. I'm not saying. I am saying it. Fire Dennis out. I'm not backing away from that. you also got to talk about, and I wish we had talked about it earlier, like at the height. I didn't watch much of it, bro. I didn't watch much of it. But that locker room post game. You know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, bro. When Dennis Allen is up there standing up, spewing whatever, I don't even know what he was saying, Ryan. Like, I can't listen to him for too long, bro. I can't. I can't listen to him for too long. But
he had to throw it at the. You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? My dude Wallace posted that Jeb Bush. Please clap.
when D said when DA said y'all hear me, y'all with me, and she said no one said a thing, bruh. I'm gonna be 100% real with you, Ryan. Mickey Loomis, if you are listening to this podcast episode, you just need to be mindful of the actual football players that play on fucking Sunday, Saturday, and Thursday, and sometimes on Monday. The team has unequivocally shown that, I get it, it's been a long season, but you get it, man. When you have a boss or you have a teacher that you just on your nerves, bro, you just tune them out. You just like, here this motherfucker go again.
What stands out to me the most is, even at this point, I kind of expected a little turmoil to be leaking out and stuff like that. But it's been quiet, bro. Like, these dudes have been really professionals, man.
Yes.
Through all this stuff, they've been professionals to show up. They play the best they can, you know what I'm saying? They follow their coaching. They do what they got to do. They play hard. I haven't seen any lackadaisical play or nothing like that. They're professionals. And that, I mean, look, you might...
Honey Badger's been like all season here.
You might catch a little Honey Badger here. But even like this last game, I thought Honey Badger played like a fine game.
Probably one of his best games he's had as a Saint, if we're being honest about it.
Right. So it's like these dudes really, like, y'all pick like the right guys for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are good professional players, but it's like having, like, I've seen it, in my professional career where you got like good talent, but poor leadership, man. It's just like everybody just showing up to work. They do their little tickets, do whatever they ask, and 5 o'clock hit. See you later.
Closing time. I mean, like, I've seen it, and this is, and I don't want to use, it's not an apples to apples comparison, but working in child welfare, that field, one of the apps, like, our job as social workers, it's hard enough, bro. Like, it is hard enough in itself. The worst thing on top of our job and how stressful and demanding it could be is going into the office and having a boss that makes your job and your life as a social worker even harder. Like, that is doubly bad. So, again, not an apples to apples comparison, because, I'm not going out and playing a physical sport, but I do go into homes without a gun, without protection, without pepper spray, and go into like some situations where shit might get hairy real quick. But as a player, if you're going out on Sunday and you giving it your all, and like, you just know that you're not being mentally stimulated, or you're not being taught anything about the game, that is deflating. I think a perfect example about that, and I kind of bring him up because he's really the only one that has kind of spoken up about it, is AK.
No question. That's the picture perfect.
This man had an offensive guru. AK is a football savant. Sean Payton said he's one of the smartest football players I've ever coached.
Sean, Drew, everybody. Yep.
So, imagine how it feels. We've used this example on the podcast before, but imagine how it feels as a player. You go over to your coach and you say, "Hey, coach, like, I'm, this play we ran, like, I liked it. I think we run it again. We maybe add, tweak something about it. I can break this bitch off. Like, I can do something with this." And your coach acknowledges that, sees that, implements it that same game against the Falcons. Not next week. Shit, let's do it this game. And it worked. As a player, or if you're an employee, as a person, you're like, God damn, man, like, that person got my back. That person takes what I'd say into consideration and hears me. And you go for that for your career from 2017 to 2021, and now you got, I don't know what you got, bro.
Right. I don't know. I've been watching Last Chance U all week, the latest season, the East LA Community College basketball team, the JUCO. And it is just interesting watching coaching, you know what I'm saying? Because your boy over there, Mo, he's a, great coach. Just one of those just fiery type of coaches that really believes in trying to build these, young men up. That's, if you go to a JUCO, obviously you got problems. A lot of them got talent, but they got problems.
Right.
And, just watching him and, he has to figure out how to coach certain, like one player, he didn't even know, like, why he would, like this player would just go off sometimes, like temper and all that stuff. Then he found out dude has autism, and he's a good basketball player, like playing with fucking autism, bro. Like,
right.
And he had to figure out how to coach him. He had to coach him differently. Like he said, okay, I can't approach him like I approach some of these other players. I have to, kind of work with him differently because he just dealing with autism. People with autism on the spectrum, socially, it's just different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he approached it different and it worked, you know what I'm saying? And he had to do that with a lot of players. And it's just like, man, like to me, that's just good. Good coaches know how to do that, man. They know how to deal with this person. Like Sean Payton always talked about, dealing with players like, Jeremy Shockey or, your Alvin Kamara's or, there's so many players you got to deal with that are
Mike
good talents. Mike Thomas. Whereas Mike, and look, Sean Payton, he wasn't perfect. Like, we know he would close the book on a player quick, man. Like if you got on his bad side, he was
Jimmy
done.
Graham.
You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't perfect. But the good coaches figure out how to make it work.
Yes.
And figure out what's ticking underneath all that, bravado, ego, anger, whatever you want to call it. And man, I just hadn't seen nothing from DA, bro. Like just nothing is, maybe Caden Ellis. Like Caden Ellis loved me. Like, man, that's my coach right there. He about to get you paid, bro.
DA don't want Caden Ellis on the field, bro. That ain't right. I can't stand it, Ryan. God damn it, this nigga just pissed me off, bro. Get on my nerves, bro.
So he can't even get credit for that.
Like, I'm trying to think of one thing that people keep giving DA credit for, and maybe it was DA, or maybe it was just Mickey, or maybe it was Jeff. The viewpoint of, well, at least with DA, like in the draft, they got a receiver because if Sean was at the helm, like he wouldn't have addressed receiver. And I'll say this, right? I don't. This is not any insider or anything that I know. All I'll say is that as much as we used to criticize and joke on Sean about not addressing the wide receiver room, if he would have stayed this season after last season, there is no fucking way that it wouldn't have been addressed in some way. And I'm not saying that they would have went out and drafted Chris Olave and traded up for him. They may have waited until the second round and drafted a wide receiver, but it would have been addressed, right?
No question.
So I just want to, like, I'm not trying to, I just want to put that into context. But let's talk about this game against the Browns, man. You said it's going to be colder than a welder's asshole at that, just coal miner's asshole, bro. Just cold.
Like Cleveland, they're giving tickets away. They just say, hey, you can come. Just show up. You can come in. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like how Pete Carmichael been calling the run game, bro, with AK, bro. This is the perfect game for him.
Oh, man.
Just plain old halfback dives, ISO, just the most unimaginative run plays. A game this cold, like this is the game that screams to me like, oh, we about to get a whole bunch of fucking AK right up the middle, bruh. Right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
Can we talk about You know this season's doomed, bruh. I know I'm being very animated. How long day? I got to work at 8 or I got to work at 8 a.m. Didn't leave work till 7:15 p.m. Had a long day. So I'm just letting it unload a little bit. You know the fucking season's bad when Cesar Ruiz is on IR?
Iron Man.
A Liz Frank injury potentially, bro?
Has he ever even been on an injury report, bro? Like that dude.
Only injury he had was that first training camp where he missed time.
Training camp. Yep, sure did.
Other than that, this man has not even seen the injury report, Ryan. Like
it just pops up with Frank. I was out of nowhere. I'm like,
Frank? When?
The final play of the Falcons game, he got his Liz Frank hurt.
You get the fuck out my face.
Final play, bro. The fumble, whatever it was.
Can I also talk about how, and I know, who was it? Tim Ryan, during the broadcast brought this, because you were at the game. He brought this up, and it's such a good point. And when it was happening, I also thought about it too. All fucking game, almost every game, you use Taysom in that role. This man is always in the shotgun. Always.
Yeah.
Always in the shotgun. For the most crucial play of the game, you're gonna put this man under center. I'm not trying to pass blame. I'm just saying that's just simple coaching. Like when has Taysom taken snaps under center this entire season?
Bro, like I can't think of it.
What? I'm just saying. Like Tim Ryan pointed it out, and when it was happening, I was watching the game on my phone, getting driven to the Oakland airport. And I was like, are they just trying to fucking sneak it with Taysom? Like, to me, one, if you're going to try that play, just run it with Andy. If you're going to try to sneak, right? Or if you're going to try it with Taysom, just call what you've called with Taysom all fucking season. Like, to me, that screamed not putting your players in the best position for good execution. I'm not excusing the mess up snap. I'm not excusing the fumble. Like, yes, it happened. But, it's just, again, it's coaching. But the fact that Cesar Ruiz is on IR, like, in a Liz Frank injury is, like, no joke, bro. Like,
man, that's major. Late in the season? Oh.
Late in the season, like, he might not be ready, beginning for next season. And remember we and you was cutting up on podcast a couple of weeks back, and I was like, it's kind of, I know Eric McCoy back, but, like, just gonna wave Josh Andrews, just wave, just waved. And I said it'd be some shit if something like if something happened and like he wasn't available. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about, Ryan. Like, this is just shit that I see, and I'm just a casual fan, bro. Like, I just go about my day.
It's crazy.
How do they beat the Browns on Saturday, on Christmas Eve, bro? How they beat them?
I think even though it's gonna be negative like 80 degrees, I really think they should throw the ball on it. Because the Browns defense is not good, man. It's not a good defense.
It's not a good defense. Their run defense is worse probably than their actual second.
But I don't care. Like, I just don't have faith in our run game. Period.
I get it. Now Caesar's out. Like, that's a whole. Like, I get it.
Yeah, I just don't have faith in it. I think you just throw the ball, man. Like, you let Andy cook. Obviously, there's not going to be a lot of downfield passing, but you let Andy do his thing within the intermediate short area. And I think the defense, look, one thing I can't say, bro, like, we talk about DA, but look, the defense has been, it started off, really bumpy, and it hadn't been perfect. They did, they're not as good as they've been past couple of years, but they've been solid, man. Like, past 5-6 weeks, it's been a really solid, very solid defense. I'm going to look at the rank later, but probably, I'm sure they rank, in the top 10 as a total defense, in the last couple of weeks.
They have been. I think for me,
and that's without Sean, you know what I'm saying? Which is
amazing. I think for me, the only big, negative I could take for the defense, at least recently, is that as good as they've been, when they need stops the most,
exactly,
it has not been happening. It's like, perfect example, Falcons game. They go up 14 points. I'm not saying 14 points is a lot of points and leads can't be blown, but like how quickly that lead dissipated, bro. Like it was like a blink of an eye, and I felt it coming. Like I knew, not just me. I'm sure all of Saints fans knew it was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Same thing against the Bucks. Like I get it. Tampa went up tempo, blah 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 blah. Your offense have played pretty decently. Like you got to close that game out defensively and not allow the Bucks to drive down the field.
I will say offensively, they have not helped in the second half of games.
Oh yes,
it's just 3 and out. It's like it's not. You're not helping your defensive ball in those situations. And we talked about the run game, which doesn't help your defense out at all either. So I'm not surprised to see that the defense kind of falls off late in games a little bit. Allows a big play and shit like that. So, but I'll just say like as far as like the defense overall, even with all the injuries and all that stuff, they've been a solid unit. You know what I'm saying? And that just speaks to, hey, DA is probably a good defensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? Which is fine. Like DA has been a solid, good defensive coordinator in this league. We just don't want him to be a head coach. That's it.
Man, it's okay to be Wade Phillips, man. There's nothing wrong with Wade Phillips.
Nothing wrong with that, man. You can have a 50-year career like that,
Look at fucking Steve Spagnuolo, bruh.
Look at him.
Won a Super Bowl not that long ago. I don't know how much his defense gets credit, but like, you can be successful in this league being a coordinator. Not everyone is an alpha.
Right.
Not everyone knows how to motivate players, and that's okay, right? I don't need that as my head coach on my favorite football team. I just don't.
Right.
So you said, you expect, you would attack the Browns defense with passing, kind of let it open with Andy. I agree with that. I agree with that to a degree.
Like who you throw it to?
That's this nigga was reading my mind, y'all. This nigga out here gonna be throwing the number 1 and 10. Traquan back, baby. Traquan,
bro. I keep forgetting.
Here's the thing. Thankfully Shaheed is healthy and appears to play. Shaheed and Olave's emergence has made Traquan a non-factor. And when I tell you, bro, that shit has been
yes. Thank goodness.
But might not be the hero we wanted. But Christmas Eve, bro, Traquan number 10 might be the hero we needed. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
Hey, look, man, Traquan, he is what he is, man. But you get him out there, you get Shaheed out there, you get dancing number 1 out there, and you just do the best you can, bro. Like I don't know, Juwan Johnson.
I just laugh at the fact that before that fucking 3rd and 1 call against the Bucks, like Callaway hadn't been involved that entire game, bro. and the Falcons, like he was not on the field much as all. And now you gotta turn to this nigga on Saturday, bro, on Christmas Eve.
We need you to be YR1. We gotta be WR1, bro.
Nah, bro. Shaheed WR1 on Saturday. Like that's.
I hope so.
That's his emergence. All real talk. As down as this season's been, we've hit on it before, but Olave, Shaheed, Alontae Taylor, Caden Ellis, their emergence, and I don't know if even Caden's going to be on the team next year, but what else is new? But their emergence has been a pleasant surprise and much needed on a team that needed good players to show up at those positions without question. Going back to the little Pro Bowl thing, just real quick, because I just said the whole thing about Kate and Ellis. We gonna talk about how Trey Hendrickson and been back-to-back Pro Bowls two last year and this year, bro. we gonna talk about it, bro. Trigger Trey out.
He come out there like, what Davenport at? Where he at?
Have you seen him? Tell me, have you seen him? Bruh, it would never happen, bruh. I know it would, but I know when Trigger Trey played against the Saints this year, or the Bengals, bruh, if he would have looked across the line and just did like the little put his like trying to shield your fucking eyes from the sun, like, oh, where's 92 at? I don't see him. Where he at? Defensively, also just be quick, real quick, because we're talking about the Saints on offense. Can we? This is my Christmas present I am requesting from the New Orleans Saints. Can we please, whatever the playbook was in week 8, I don't know if Sean needs to come to the facility. I'll get him a thermal coat. Can we please get 41 fucking involved in the game meaningfully?
Please. Please.
Bro, when I saw the tweet that David Johnson ran more routes than AK against the Falcons, I almost threw my fucking phone, Ryan. And I'm not even connected, but that is malfeasance.
Malfeasance, man. That's crazy.
I need Biden. I need Department of Homeland Security. Y'all got to investigate Pete Carmichael, or y'all did something. Like, nigga, I know you don't want the job, but...
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You prepared your kids for their first steps. The first day at school, their first dance, that big test, all the wins along the way. With a College Savings Iowa 529 plan, you'll prepare them for even more. Register before May 31st for a chance to win a $1,000 contribution. Visit collegesavingsiowa.com to make the first move toward a bright future. College Savings Iowa. It's how parents get through college. Administered by the State Treasurer of Iowa.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Baker's, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Baker's worth it every time. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Can you call a screen? Can you call something? Can you get this man in space? I am tired of seeing 41 looking like, I mean, I get it. He's a millionaire, but this man, just the joy of football has been drained from him. And this was one of the most exciting, just youthful, just happy, an absolute fucking dog on the football field. It's like this man, like it's gone. This is a bad defense. Utilize your best players in the correct way. That's it.
We scream it every week, man. I don't know what else to do. It's like
I don't know if I got to go to airline and be like say anything, bruh, and just have our podcast just on repeat and just holding it up. Just holding it up out the window, bruh, with the boom, with fucking boombox. Like,
even DA was like, yeah, we got to get him involved more. It's like, what? What's not connected? Like, what's not connected? Like, highlight those plays on your sheet and run them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just run them, even if it don't look great against a certain defense. Run it anyway. Just run it anyway and see what happens. You know,
I just don't understand how how the Saints, you as a team, you played against the 49ers. You watched how another coach utilize a similar player in Christian McCaffrey. When you broke down the film after that game, are you telling me that you couldn't take one or two plays and be like, oh shit, we could do this with AK? Like, oh, this is good right here. Nah, bro, it don't happen, bro. We, like you say, bro, they just calling out there, just calling plays. Like, oh, this one look good. Yeah, this one look good right here. Yeah, I think this one will work. Like, you ever just go to like a restaurant, or you just hungry, but you don't really know what you want, so you just kind of ordering, just a platter. Just like, let's get this one. Yeah, this look good. That's what Pete doing right now, bro.
Just pick it, bro. Yeah, Golden Corral. Just, Golden Corral. Just load this plate up. Just want to pick this, that. No rhythm to this food. Like, you ain't got no protein and nothing. He just getting mashed potatoes and macaroni and
all the carbs, bro.
All the carbs. You know what I'm saying?
Pete, can you go to the omelet station, bro? At least spice it up a little bit, bro. With AK, please. That's offensively. And I think this is a game that Andy Dalton can play his game. He can be Andy. You said it's not a good defense. They might, and with them not being a good defense, if they're missing players like Myles Garrett and other players like that, not a good defense becomes even like a worse defense. Like, you got to be able to put up points. Got to be able to. Flip side, on defense, going against the Browns, Nick Chubb may not play. Like, he was a DNP Tuesday and Wednesday. I tweeted it would be the most Saints shit ever this season if former hashtag Saints legend D'Ernest D'Ernest Johnson just went off on the Saints, bro. Just went off.
Happen, man.
I envisioned it, bro. Like, I saw it. I was like, oh, and then the story's gonna be like, oh yeah, former Saints practice squad running back D'Ernest Johnson. I know this team, bro.
What happened, man? They're gonna run their outside zone and all that shit and just tear us up.
Yes, 100%. Because they're going against a Kevin Stefanski offense. He's taking things from like Gary Kubiak system. So like you said, outside zone, on the move, rollouts.
What Gary Kubiak doing? What Gary Kubiak doing? Can you come? I didn't say come be the HC, but can you be like a consultant or something?
Something.
Run game consultant? I don't know, something, bro.
Do you know how thirsty you must be, bro, that you stopped our podcast? You asked, what is Gary Kubiak doing? This boy is starving, bro. We starving. Yes.
Starving, man.
But yeah, even if Nick Chubb doesn't play, which is it's a huge boost if he doesn't, because he's one of the best running backs in the league. And going against a team like the Browns, whether Nick Chubb plays or not, is very concerning for this defense, because I would like to know what fucking would happen to the Saints' run defense. It does not exist anymore.
Does not exist, bro.
This is how bad the run defense has been. I'm going to say some shit and it's going to blow you away, Ryan. If the Saints decided that they needed to, in the second round, their first pick in the second round of the draft, if the best player on the board was a defensive tackle, I would be okay with it. And I hate drafting defensive tackles.
Man.
You know how I feel about drafting DTs, bro. Like, cannot stand it. That's how bad the run defense has been. And when Dennis Allen was asked about it, the man basically said, well, it's kind of does not matter because like we still, held them to like 17 points and won the game. Nigga, excuse me?
What? Like, that affects the game, bro. That affects time of possession and all that, bro. Like, what do you mean?
Play action, like it opens so much. Like you just said on this podcast, he's shown to be a good defensive coordinator. Man, maybe we gotta walk that back. Like, how do you fix your mouth to say that as a coach? The Falcons ran all over them on Sunday, bro. Like, it was embarrassing.
He just don't want you to talk about his defense, man. That's all.
I guess. And it's so crazy too. Going back to Week 8 against the Raiders, they shut Josh Jacobs down, bro. Like, shut him down.
Yeah, I think they could. Like if it's a traditional run game, I think they can handle it.
Yes,
but like when you start throwing all them zone runs at them and stuff like that, and stretch runs and shit, I don't think I just don't think they have the manpower to deal with it. The D line is too big and slow, not nibble shifty enough. The linebackers are fine, but like even like Demario Davis, I've noticed he's missed more tackles this year.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot, man. It's been a lot.
It's still good, like still a really good player, but I just know that he missed more tackles this year that have led to like huge runs. Because a lot of times he's the one player that could get there. And, when he misses it, it's just like, well, that's it. Like, it's going for the distance. He the last line of defense most of the
time. Listen, I don't know if anyone knows this or not, but Amari Cooper hates the fucking cold. Like, hates it. This man would check himself out of games when he played for the Cowboys. It was too cold, bro. Like, that is not a lie. I'm not making that up. That is all verified facts, bro.
And he playing in Cleveland.
Cleveland, bro. I'm not saying that to say like maybe he won't be a factor, but I will say this. I would, and I don't know why this didn't happen against Drake London, but you would think you would take your best corner. And at this point, it's been Alontae Taylor, or that he's showed consistently like he's a better corner, has played better for the most, in a vacuum, probably better than Paulson Adebo this season. Maybe that was injury related to Paulson Adebo, what have you. Why don't you just put Alontae on Amari, and if you gotta help Paulson Adebo with Donovan Peoples-Jones or whoever, you do that. I will say, in regards to the Browns receivers, I do think that the type of receivers that they have plays into the hand of what Paulson Adebo and Alontae Taylor do well in terms of guarding that type of wide receiver, body type mold. So I think that may be an advantage for the Saints. But probably the player I'm probably worried about the most outside the run game for the Browns offensively.
Yep.
I'm not going to talk about number 4. Like, he may have his comeback game, but the player that kind of worries me the most, honestly, is like David Njoku.
Njoku, yep. Him, like, this has been the one player that him and with Watson that he had like a little rhythm with. Watson looks to him a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one player they really got a key on, because he's been getting his catches with Watson. He's a tight end. He's going to be there in his eyesight. So, he had like put up a ton of yards, but he's been catching touchdowns. He's been, catching a lot of catches. So that's the one player we've got to figure out how to – you take him away, I think it makes life harder. And then you got, Watson double clutching, looking where to go. You got Alontae out there taking care of Cooper. Then you got, you get sacks because Watson likes to hold on to the ball and stuff like that. So I think then you could really have like one of them defensive games where you just shut an offensive down. But I think that's the key, is taking Njoku out.
I agree. I was going down to like their list of players, and like he just kind of, like was there like a sore thumb. Like he was just there, like in terms of players that I could see potentially giving the Saints fits when they're on defense. And it's a it's a difficult matchup in terms of just like who do you put on him as a player, right? Like, do you put linebacker on a Njoku? Like, don't put Honey Badger on him because that's a mismatch.
Yeah,
absolutely waiting to happen. So I don't know if you at times like have Marcus May covering him. I don't know, but not my pay grade. Get it to fix that. What is your just simple prediction? Yes or no? Do they beat the Browns on Saturday on Christmas Eve?
I'm gonna say I think the Browns win, bro. I think the Browns figure out a way to win this game. I think the game is going to be stupid, though. I think it's going to be like a stupid, like 10-6 type of game. Like just bunch of kick in. Let's go miss like 2 field goals.
You know what just came to me, bro, is that Homer Simpson sitting on the couch meme when you used to send that tweet out, bro. That's gonna be us on, who all are gonna be watching it on, on the Discord and on the Zoom, bro. That's gonna be us in our chairs, bro. Just like
Christmas Eve, baby.
Here we are, Christmas Eve, fucking watching these niggas, and it's fucking 10-3, and just sick, bro. Just sick.
Can you imagine being a football player, though, bro? With like the Saints players, just like out there, like fuck, this is. Look over DA over there, like, oh shit. Hate my life. Christmas Eve, your kids at home, waiting on daddy, you out here in Cleveland, freezing, playing for this motherfucker. Bro, did you see the TikTok that Luke posted in the Discord? Dennis Allen mic'd up.
Oh, I saw that he posted it. I didn't actually get to watch it yet, bro.
You gotta watch it, bro. It's so cringy, though. Because it was when he challenged. Remember the first touchdown in the Falcons game, and he had the challenge to. Touchdown. Yes. So cringy, bro. So that's all I'm gonna say. I tweeted out, people. Y'all just go look at my timeline. I tweeted out, just cringy, bro.
Does he just look like a person that just?
He's like, are you sure? Are you sure it's a touchdown? Are you sure? Are you sure? Then he throws the flag.
It's just, like how does this happening in like year?
And I'm sitting in like the 600 level, and I'm just looking down, and I could see it as a touchdown. I'm like, oh, that's a touchdown. Like, where else was that? Like, how is he on the field level not seeing? Like, I'm just like. Like, what the fuck, man?
I might not be able to watch it, Ryan, because bruh, Mark put that like 12-second clip of him talking in the locker room, bruh, and like, I'll say this though. You said that the Browns are going to win. I'm sorry, man. I know I've said that they won't win any more games the rest of the season. I can't put the juju out in the universe that the Saints are going to lose to the Browns on Christmas Eve, bro. I can't do it. Not like maybe if it was like Jacoby Brissett and the Browns didn't have Watson, I'd be like, yeah, they lost. I can't do it, bro. Like that's too.
Saints gonna have 6 wins on the season, bro. Damn.
That's too humbug for me, bro. Like I can't say it out loud. Saints win on Saturday, bro. Christmas Eve. This is happening. I don't know how. But it's happening. But I can't say they're gonna lose to the Browns and Deshaun Watson.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it, man. I ain't tripping.
Can't do it. I know it would completely derail the hashtag fired and it's out. Like I'm sorry.
Got a narrative to push, man.
Where's the PFF fucking stats out, bro? Got some narratives to push out this. I will say this though. If these niggas went on Christmas Eve, and then they go to Philly, whether it's Jalen Hurts or Gardner Minshew, but especially if Jalen Hurts is playing, and they trying to like lock up the number 1 seed, these niggas somehow beat the Eagles in Philly, bro. Oh, this nigga gonna get a contract extension. It's done, bro.
Oh man, I quit.
It's done.
Quit that, man.
It's done, bro. Anyway, thank y'all so much for everything as the year's winding down and the holidays are approaching. I just wanted to like truly express gratitude for, for all the support we've had since we've started this podcast. Obviously this year has been a really big year for us regarding the podcast. Last year, obviously, we were able to link up with the Minute Media podcast network. So that's obviously been able to help the podcast grow. This year in August, we were able to become an LLC. So we're an official business. That was huge. And then just everything that we've been able to do, this year with the community, the mugs, the merchandise, the Discord has grown to like just be this self-sufficient community on its own. Fantasy football, Madden, Call of Duty that we all, are able to enjoy together. And the biggest thing of all is just in October, we had the absolutely one of the best weekends of my life, hands down, without question. Just an incredible weekend with incredible people. Me going to fucking London, bro, like London, Europe, London, nigga, London
with Saints fans.
Not only going to London, but while being in London, being with people and hanging out with people, and it felt like home. It felt right. It felt like family. Those are things that make everything we do on this podcast so worth it. Even, I had a super fucking long ass stressful day at work, but came home, decompressed, ate, and I was like, all right, like we gotta go record, and we chop it up, and we'll we get it out, because that, to us, at the end of the day, it's about our listeners, it's about people who are fans of this podcast, because we continue wanting to make this content and putting episodes out for y'all, because y'all truly support us, and we are internally grateful of that. And it's, as long as y'all support us, just know that we will always have y'all guys' back. We'll always keep putting out content and just keep this train going for you, because I know we keep shit real, we keep shit honest, we don't pussyfoot around issues, but also we also approach things from a standpoint of just honesty. And so all that to say, thank y'all. We will have, I don't even know, man. Like, I don't know if I gotta figure out when we fucking gotta do the recap. Like, we gotta do the recap on Christmas Eve. Like, no one's gonna listen to that shit. But nobody, bro. But the Saints win. Like, it'll be some listens. It'll be some listens. But those are maybe we might have to wait on that one until even if the Saints win, man, might wait on that until like next week. But we'll get it figured out.
Maybe Monday night or something.
Yeah. But thank y'all. Like, even if we don't have another episode, we don't have a recap episode up, on Saturday, we got y'all covered. And truly happy holidays to everyone. Whether it's Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, I don't even know any others. Like, I feel like I want to just knock them all out. Like, celebrate it, enjoy time with your family, and create moments, because that's what this life is about, is creating moments with people that you cherish and people that you love. And so that's all we got. We will be back maybe on Saturday, but maybe on Monday. Keep you guys posted. And we also appreciate y'all for being understanding, because it is the holidays, in case we don't have an episode up on Saturday, a recap episode up. But
happy
thank y'all
holidays,
so much.
Merry Christmas. Y'all enjoy yourself, man. Like, I know not everybody, I try to keep a good Christmas mood, but not everybody enjoys the holidays.
I get it, man. So it's
tough times for some people,
It is,
So, we here with y'all, like, go through what you need to go through, but we're here with y'all, and just try your best to, enjoy this time, man. We're lucky to be alive, and let's just keep it going.
Keep it going. That's it. With Christmas approaching, though, if you're a listener and you want to give Ryan and I a Christmas present, you should be hired to become a Patreon. That's it. That's it.
That's it.
$1. $1 is 12. If you do $1, that's $12 a year. That's it. We're not cheap.
We're not get Five Guys with that.
Nigga, you can't even get some fries. Shit, bro. I got Panda Express tonight, and when I tell you, I said, how much is a plate for two? How much now,
bro?
God damn,
bro. I made the mistake of DoorDash and some Five Guys last week.
Oh, this nigga got money though. This is what this nigga got.
I was like, the plan was to DoorDash some Chili's. I was gonna get some Chili's because we just had a taste for a burger. Like, I want a burger. It was late, didn't feel like cooking, but Chili's wouldn't accept any DoorDash orders. So I said, okay, let's just do Five Guys, bro. I'm just gonna get two burgers, one for me, one for my wife, and one fry. We could, because they just throw fries in there. We could just split them. 2 burgers, 1 fry, bro.
That doesn't pay at least $55, $60. Easy.
Bro, came up
Easy.
to $46, bro.
I wasn't one far off, bro.
$46 for 2 burgers and 1 fry, man. No drink. 2 burgers and 1 fry, bro. And it wasn't even all that. It was fine. It was a fine burger.
Man, I haven't had Five Guys in
I'm
years,
done, bro. I'm done. I'm never going again, man. I'm never going again. I'm done. I'm done, man.
I think the last time I had Five Guys was like 2015, bro. Like, nah, bro. Man gotta have a code.
Order 2 Whoppers. I could order 2 Whoppers and be happy. You know what I'm saying?
All that to say, all Ryan and I are asking for is that if you have been a supporter and a listener of this podcast from the, even if you haven't been with us from the jump, but you jumped in later and you love our content and you love us, we're not saying become a Patreon just so you can get access to Discord, because maybe you don't even know what Discord is. You don't want to get whatever. All we're just asking for is, if you want to just make our holiday mood, become a Patreon, $1 a month, $5, whatever you can do. Yeah. That's all we ask of. That's it.
Look, it's not just the Discord. You get access to ad-free episodes. Every time the episode drops, you get look, we do giveaways every now and then. We got the Saints Panthers tickets coming up soon. We're going to be giving away, so you get included in that. You got all kind of things, man. So yeah, just join. It's worth it. I just put it like it's worth it.
It absolutely is. And I mean, I think probably the biggest thing of it is that when we do our meetups, or our podcast meetup where we meet up and go to a game together, all that, if you're not a Patreon, you don't show up. No. Please don't show up.
No.
And it dawned on me that the year's almost over and we're almost in 2023, which means that we're not that far away from the next podcast meetup.
Oh shit.
Anyway, that's for next season. We will be back. Happy holidays. However you celebrate, happy holidays. Enjoy your families, enjoy your friends, enjoy your loved ones. Try to make good memories. We got you guys covered. We really appreciate you as we get close to closing out the year. So with that, we'll be out of here and we'll be back to recap the Browns game. Either on Saturday or on Monday. We out.
Peace.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Baker's, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Baker's worth it every time. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.